Hi, I'm California probate attorney Scott Grossman. Sometimes in probate, whether there's a will or there's no will, it's not always entirely clear who it is that's supposed to inherit from the estate. Today I'm discussing how to address the situation when it isn't clear. In this video, I'm discussing first, how do I determine my entitlement to inherit from the probate estate? Second, what do I do if there is no will? Third, what if I need to determine the relationship between someone else and the decedent? Fourth, what is the process like if there is a will? During the course of probate, sometimes right at the beginning of probate, it becomes clear to some of the people involved that it's really not certain who it is that's supposed to inherit from the estate, or it's not clear what property certain people are supposed to get. Now, this can happen where there's a will, and it can also happen for probates where there is no will. So the way to address this is filing a petition to determine entitlement to the probate estate. And this is oftentimes simply referred to as an heirship proceeding. When there is no will, the most common reason for an heirship proceeding is to determine who the decedent's heirs are. This will happen because somebody is claiming that based on their relationship to the decedent, they're entitled to inherit from the probate estate. Now, where you've got an intact family, this most often happens because somebody is claiming that they're the product of a relationship that happened outside of the marriage. And where there's a blended family, most often this occurs because the person who's in charge of the estate simply isn't familiar with the decedent's complete family tree. Related to this is the issue of determining a person's relationship to the decedent. Now, at first this sounds silly. Of course, everybody knows how they're related. But if you take a closer look, that's not always the case. There can be questions whether there was a legally valid marriage, whether an adoption occurred, or parentage is in question. Then this becomes important. When there is a will, an heirship proceeding may be necessary due to poor drafting or a significant change in circumstances. For example, if the will doesn't name the beneficiaries by name, it may be unclear who inherits. If the will says that everything's left to the children, but there's a dispute about who the children are, then an heirship proceeding is necessary in order to address it. The same idea applies to property. The description of the property may be vague enough that it's unclear who it is that's supposed to inherit that property. The petition can be filed after the letters are issued to either the executor or the administrator and before the order for final distribution of the estate. So now you know if either the will itself is unclear or if there is no will, and so there's a dispute about who's going to inherit, how to address that through an heirship proceeding. In the next video, I'm going to discuss how to go about removing an executor or administrator. If you found this video helpful, then please hit the subscribe bell, leave us a comment. We'll be glad to respond if you do, and give us a thumbs up.